Yeah, back in the late 1980s, you became an NBA All-Star officially now. Who were you excited about the most to play with him? Like, was there a certain player where you were like super excited, like, hey, I'm playing with this specific person?
Well, it was just, it was so much fun. Like I said, I played in such a great era. There were so many great players. I mean, obviously guys like Larry Bird. In the Eastern Conference, you had, when I first got in the, Julius Erving, guys like that. And of course, the rise of Michael Jordan. He was starting to make his rise. Charles Barkley. I mean, there was just so many great, personalities and great players during that era that it was a blast. It's like really, I'm like getting a chance to play with all these guys. And, in an all-star game, I was like, shaking my head like this is unreal. So it was a dream come true, and just it was a lot of fun to one, be voted in. I was never picked as a starter, but I was always voted in by the coaches, which to me meant a lot more, even because they really knew what guys were effective, and by putting me on the All-Star team, that meant a lot to me.
Now, back in the 80s, we had some of the greatest rivalries in NBA history. Actually, there were so many great rivalries. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Boston Celtics and Larry Bird, because they also been in the Eastern Conference at that time. And doing my research, I actually saw that you had some great shootout nights with Larry Bird. What was it like playing against the Celtics, and what was it like playing against Larry?
Well, I mean, he really was, his nickname Larry Legend, he really was such a legend and such a great player, and the things that he could do at his size. And he really was one of the first, kind of big guys, 6'10" or whatever, that, shot a lot of three-point shots, stretched the defense, could play inside, outside, such a great passer, a smart basketball player, and we, it was a privilege to get to play in that era that I played in, and to get to play against so many of those great players. And, Larry's last game happened to be against us in the Eastern Conference Finals. The year we got there. And so I like to tell people that I ended Larry's career, but it was, he was such a, he just, when he was in the game and you were playing against him, he had such an impact on it in so many ways.